Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, July the 26th, and this is episode 136 of my Teach Me Tuesday series. And I have a super cute Christmas card to share with you. Now I know it's only the end of July, but still, if you'd like to make your own Christmas cards, the earlier you start, the better. That way you can make them even more custom and add lots of bling and just put a little more personal touch to them. So if you start early, you have time to do that. If you start in November, then you're going to probably want to keep your cards a little bit simpler. And what I like to do is I like to send those special cards to like family members and the people that you know are going to appreciate the card. If you're sending a card to somebody you don't know super well, could be somebody from work or things like that, I always send like maybe a simpler card, right? So that's just me. But so today's card has a lot going on, so this might be one you want to start today if you're going to make multiples of them. But it is super cute, and even if you make one, just give it a try. So so again, welcome to my channel. My name is Diana. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So if you don't have a demonstrator in the United States, I would love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out and I can get catalogs in the mail to you and give you more information if you have any questions. All right, if you see we have the little chat going on, I did pre-record today, so I will be watching live with you in the chat on the side. And if you have any questions, just ask me and then I can type it along in there. If you don't see the chat, then it's just a pre-record, and then just leave your questions in the comments below. All right, so I think that's all I need to talk about at the beginning. And so let me turn the camera and we'll get started. So I'm just gonna put my hand here so you don't get seasick while I spin the camera. All right, so let's get that in place. I either have it too close to me or not close enough. All right, that looks good. All right, so let me go over a few things with you. It's almost the end of July. Excuse me with my crazy throat. All right, almost the end of July. So we have a few things to go over. Hang on a minute. Let me get this right here. All right, so we have a few things. So I have the August class in the mail is by my side. It comes with a stamp set and the solid faceted gems. You have through August the 10th to sign up for this class, but I'm going to take a little bit of time off to go on vacation, and so I might not be readily available. I mean, I'll have my phone and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of going over this stuff so I don't forget. All right, so August the 10th, this is in the United States only, so you get the stamp set, you get your gems, and I said by August the 10th, or if I fill up before then, it will close earlier because I can only do so many. It's $60. That includes the stamp set, the gems, supplies to make 5 projects, priority postage with tracking. Then I have a PDF, and it has a supply list in the PDF, and then there's a private video link, so you can do my class. It's basically a tutorial. You can do your class along with me. It's a video, and then I do the step-by-step. And again, it's $60. If you are a member of my team, they only pay $25 because they just get the guts. So basically the card supplies, the card stock, stuff like that, because they buy their stamp set and their bling on their own and earn their commission on it. So it's just a way that I support my team, and then it helps them as well, because they can get their own stuff. And then it's $25. So right now you can join my team and you're going to actually get the Making Plans collection for free. And that's the cute little planner. Let me show you. I've talked about it before. This is the awesome planner. So you've got your planner and little notebooks. I've got mine like filled out and all that good stuff. So anyways, so that is for free if you join during celebration. All right, so let's get that done. There's only a few more days for the July host code, and then I'm just going to assume that since I have announced I'm going to have double country dozen rewards points, and I usually do that when I go on vacation, you know, take some time off, just to inspire you to place some orders, you know. So basically what that means, this is my country dozen rewards sheet, and when you place an order, then I put this in the little email thank you. It's also on my blog, and if you order $50 in a single order, then before tax and shipping, you earn an egg, and then you just jot it down. And I just do eggs because I'm out in the country, I have ducks and chickens, so I have always just used eggs as my reward point things. But now I have them as double, so if you order 50 before tax and shipping on a single order, you will earn 2 eggs instead of 1, and then that starts July the 30th and ends August the 8th. So you want to make sure to keep track of that on your chart, and so it's just a great way to earn free. And then once you get a dozen eggs, then you can pick $35 in free. So that's just whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a stamp set. It's just $35 worth of stuff from the catalog, and that's something that I do. That's not something Stampin' Up offers. It's just a little thank you incentive. Also, don't forget that the paper pumpkin for this amazing sunflower is now open. So if you are not a paper pumpkin subscriber, make sure if you want the sunflower one that you do that before August the 10th, because then it's done, right? So anyway, so that is on right now. All right, so I think that's all I needed to blabber about. Okay, to get stuff going. All right, so the other day I did a super cute card. This was what I did, and this uses the fun Santa Express DSP. And so I'm going to use more of these sceneries for today's card with another celebration set. All right, so we have, what am I using today? Heavens to Betsy. All right, so we are using Santa's Delivery. I'm using a lot of stuff today. So Santa's Delivery stitched rectangle dies, shaded spruce ink pad, and I don't know if I've used these before, but I'm going to use the fine sparkle gems, the adhesive backed stars. So if you want to make this card, this would give you quite a good order. All right, the tree lot dies. Now the tree lot dies are actually free during celebration. And let me pull out the little celebration brochure and flip to that. So see right here. So with the order of $100 before tax and shipping, now again, with the double eggs, you would be getting, what would that be? 4 eggs? Yeah. Because 50 would be 1, then it's 2. Oh my gosh, I hate math. All right, so anyways, you would get extra eggs during my double rewards, but you would be able to pick this tree lot die with your free celebration. And that's what I'm going to be using today. It is so stinking cute. All right. And then this was just, did I use Santa's train? Yes, I used Santa's train as well. And this cuts out pieces of that DSP. We also have this new silver paper that's in the main catalog. And I don't know if it can, yeah, you can see how they are. There's like 3 different kinds of silver. See that? You've got this one that's kind of like a brushed silver. You can kind of see the lines. And then you have our normal silver foil. And then you have one that's, I don't even know, this is like almost like a blue silver, but it's beautiful. So you get the 3 together in a pack. And I love to do that because you can mix and match it and get a different look to your card when you mix them. All right, so let me get this off my desk because I have a mess of stuff. All right, so let's get all the pieces that I'm going to use. So I did a lot of die cutting earlier, just to speed this card up. and I have some tips and tricks for you. All right, so this is an 8.5 by 7, and I scored it at 3.5, and that makes my Slimline card. And today I just chose the basic white thick. All right, so that's the outside of my card. We have the inside. Is another piece of basic white. This way, if you want to do any writing on it, you can do it ahead of time and then glue it in your card. So I'm gonna put this piece along the bottom because I have used that on the front of the card. So I'm just using it. Now this is a piece that has the Santas in the back. So let me show you a little trick that I did when I was cutting some of this paper. Now I'm just putting this on the bottom decorate my card on the inside. Then everything looks all organized and coordinated. Trim my little ends. All right. So that's on the inside. And let me stamp my saying on the inside just to get it done. All right, so we have special delivery just for you. Okay, so that's going to go on the inside of the card. So I'm just kind of getting, this would be if you do puzzles, because this kind of looks like a puzzle, right? This would be like you're getting your edge pieces done. That's kind of how I think of it as. All right. We also, let's put this on our card too. So I'm going to put this on my envelope so that my envelope matches the card. And this is just one of our Slimline envelopes. There's 3 different colors in a pack. And I'm just multi-purposing this striped paper on here. And it's not, it doesn't match, it doesn't go clear to the edge, but you're not really going to be able to tell. All right. So just rub, rub, rub. And then we're going to trim that. So like the other day, I'm not going to worry about trimming in this angle. I'm just going to make it be like an oval. Would you call that an oval? An angle? I don't know. All right. So now our envelope is super cute. And then you have room for another envelope. So now our envelope is going to match our card. All right. So I used Poppy Parade for my special delivery on the inside. I don't know if I mentioned I was using Poppy Parade. Then I already stamped earlier, you make this season jolly with my shaded spruce, and then I die cut it out with the rectangle things. All right, so this is a little trick. So what I'm going to do is this is actually going to get glued onto here. I loved having these striped, kind of like a green candy cane on the outside of my card. But look what's on the back side. So I had this cute little Santa Claus in here like that. This guy is trimmed off the edge, so I didn't want to waste him, so I die cut him out. Now I have him for another card. I could put him on the inside even. Would he fit on the inside? I could even put him on the inside of the card if I wanted to. I could very well, but otherwise I have him for another card, because when you glue this onto here, you don't know there's a hole there because this is going to get glued on the card, and then you have not wasted your little Santa Claus there. So that's a little tip for you today. All right, so let me kind of get my little pieces going. I didn't want that just yet. So we're going to do the trailer. So I have all these fun pieces. All right, so we have this little trailer die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off the bottom wheel because I want to have a black wheel, and then this will just get glued on here, and then I'll have a black wheel. I also want to trim off this, so because I want this to be black. This, because you don't want to throw any of your pieces away. This little circle here is actually came out of here for the window but I want to put it on my wheel. So I'm just going to put a little bit of green tip glue on my wheel. And then I'm going to put my wheel on here. So now my wheel has got like silver to it before I glue onto here. And that way I didn't have to like trim around the wheel because I have it from there. Because that's just, it's kind of garbage if you don't use it. All right, so now we're going to glue our trailer on to the black trailer. And I'm just going around the edges here. And then we're just going to basically lay our trailer on top of the black one. Now we have our cute little black wheel and our black post. I'm sure it's called something other than post. Hitch. It's probably the trailer hitch. Would it be? I don't know. Kickstand. The trailer kickstand. Alright. Then you also have a die that makes these fun little panels for the front of your trailer. Now you could make them be all sorts of different colors. I just picked, you know, a couple of the different silvers because I wanted mine to be like an Airstream trailer, and those are usually just silver, right? Like I don't think they have other colors with them. So then that's why I just chose the silver. But if you wanted to have your trailer be a different color, by all means, just die cut it out the color you want. All right, so I've got my little top on the trailer, and then this goes along the bottom. It skips the door, and then it comes over here. Make sure I put enough glue there. All right, so then this goes on here, and then I usually, if you're putting something on that's identical, like these are the identical shapes, I usually put the glue on this piece. And then my fingers aren't touching the glue. Like if I put the glue on these pieces, my fingers will be getting all dirty. When it's something like this, that's covering it up identical, so it's easy to figure out where you need to put your glue. If it's not, then, you know, you do have to do it the other way. All right, so there's our cute little trailer. Isn't he adorable? All right, now we also have, we're gonna do some lights. We're gonna use some poles, because we've got a whole scene going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay my pieces on my grid sheet, and we are going to add some snow. And we have this new Snowfall Accents puff paint, so that's what I'm going to use. So let's see, what else do I want to put snow on? I want to put snow on this as well. I think that's all that I want to put snow on. Now I also made a cute little wreath. So see this little wreath? So it already has snow on it, but you know where I got that from? I got this from the back side of this. There's a tree and it has snow on the bottom, so I just cut my wreath out from there. That gave me some fun little texture on my green, and it gave the wreath some snow already. So don't throw away your pieces, because you could probably get another wreath out of there. So don't throw your pieces away. All right, so I have that. All right, I'm just like looking at all my pieces to make sure I have all the ones that I want for snow. All right, we also have these handy little tongs, which are going to definitely come in hand, and I'll probably blow these all over when I get the heat gun out. All right, so we're just going to give this a little shake, and then what I'm going to do is wherever I want the snow to be, I'm just going to put it on the card. So I'm just putting some snow on here, maybe above the door, maybe above the window. I also want to put it on my pole. I'm probably squishing it too much. All right, we want to put a little bit. Ooh, that definitely was too much. All right, so just don't squeeze too hard. I'm just excited. I'm just so excited because this card turned out so cute. So we're going to put some on the lights and on our sign. Okay, then I have my heat tool. Now this is going to be noisy, so I apologize. So then I'm just going to use my little tongs, pick up my trailer, And we're going to heat this up. Oh, I didn't glue it in. Did I not? Oh, I didn't have it plugged in. Hold on. That's a good thing, right? Always unplug it when you're not using it. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right. So now we're going to heat it up. So we're just heating this up. And I probably should have had it heated up before just to get it, because it heats better if it has heated up just a little bit before, but that's all right. So see how that's puffing up and it's making snow. I showed this to Jeff last night and he was so impressed. He was like, wow, that really looks like snow. All right. So I just give it a good, you don't want to burn it, but you definitely want to puff it up all the way because it will be wet still underneath if you don't get it all the way puffed up. All right. So there we have our trailer. So I'm just going to continue puffing all of these up with my gun. So just ignore the noise. There. All right, so this is actually one of the new things that's in the mini catalog, and it comes with that tray. All right, so now I need to unplug this. Always good to unplug when you're done, even if you have to plug it in during a live. All right, so I have all my little snow pieces. So look how cute they are with all their little bits of snow. So now we can start to build our card. So let's get that, all these pieces over here. All right. Okie dokie pokey. All right, so let's see here. I want our little, I'm going to use my silicone sheet here. All right, now each one of these will look different just depending on how you trim this paper and like thickness wise and stuff like that. So when I cut it, it's about 3 inches, and then I kind of look at what's around and then I decide where to start and stop for my cutting. So each one will look a tiny bit a little different. All right, so let's get started. So let's do our poles first. So I kind of want 3 poles on my card. So what I'm going to do is I want my pole to be about there, and then I'm just kind of visualizing where the poles need to be for my lights, and then we'll glue, because I don't want to hide too much stuff in the background because I love these little trees back here. Now when I put the trailer, it will hide some of it. All right, and then we'd have this one kind of overlap that one. So this just kind of gives me the feel of how they need to be. All right. So I kind of know that that's where my poles need to be. So then I'm just going to take my green tip glue, and they're pretty straight poles. So I know I want this one here. So I'm just going to take my green tip glue and draw a line of glue down. So now my pole is going to go right there. Then we'll do the same thing with this one. So bring our lights back. So this pole needs to go about here. Like that. And then just lay your pole right on the glue. Okay. Then let's take one of our lights. and we're going to put a little bit of green tip glue, and I'm putting a little bit on the back where the lights are, just so it's going to hold it on the card and not just have to worry that just the string is holding it, because it's kind of skinny. So I put it on the little lights as well. Alright, so we're going to go like that. So when you're pushing down, just be careful, because this can be a little sticky, the snow. So I just try to touch it and hold it down without touching the snow necessarily. Right, because it can stick to your fingers, and then when you pull your hand away, you bring the lights with you. Alright, so let's figure out where we need to put this one. So this one's going to overlap this one a little bit, like it's going to snag this one, because it would need the power from that one, right? My husband has lights in the backyard, so I know they're all kind of connected somehow. Alright, so then this pole can go there. So this just helps me get it figured out. Alright, so I know it's going there, and I just move it aside just a tad and put my glue. Now this is just the multi green tip glue. I just stuck it in a little Amazon glue bottle. Have a little bit more control over it. You still need to put the lid on it, because it still will dry in the spout, just like on the green tip bottle. But alright, but I'm going to be using it quite a bit today. So same thing, a little bit of glue on the back of the lights. So I know we talked about Better Call Saul the other day. So did you watch last night? It was just weird to be all in black and white. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Alright, so then we're going to put this on here at an angle so it meets up with that. And again, just use your little tongs. These work perfect, you know, not only for holding but to hold down. And then you could also use your pick tool. Alright, so that looks good. Alright, let's bring our trailer over, because I want these poles to be good and dry before I mess with them too much. Alright, so let's figure out where we want to put our trailer. So we have our cute little trailer, and I think I like it here, so you can kind of see that little present. Then you have this fun little it's like a sign, so I know I'm going to put that there. Alright, so let's put our trailer on, and I'm just going to use dimensionals. Let's see, where's my dimensionals? No, not. I'm going to use glue dots. Where's my glue dots? Here they are. I'm going to use the glue dots. So I want it to be kind of directly on the card. So I'm just going to put some glue dots. Right. So that's good. Then it straddles that post, right? Well, it doesn't straddle, it's over in front of it, but the glue dots straddle the post. All right, then let's put this little guy on. Now this guy I'm going to put on with dimensionals. So now we're kind of building our puzzle, right? We did our edge pieces, we got our edge pieces all done, and how I kind of, in reference to getting all my stuff ready in order to finish our card, or kind of like a puzzle. All right, so this is going to go here. And I'm going to put it down there so it looks like it's in front of the trailer. Now, you can see that this cuts holes. So we don't want to look through the trailer, right? It's not a movie set where there's no back of it. This is a real life trailer. Well, I mean, as a card, but you know what I mean. So this is just that trailer I cut out in crushed curry. So it looks like there's light on in the trailer. And then that just is going to get laid in here. I just need to make sure that I have it in the right way. So yes, that's right. So I just kind of dry fit it. So I know it goes that way, and then the circle is a circle. All right, so then we're just going to put some glue dots on the back. And then we're just going to drop that right into the window. Got a little bit of snow in the way. So we've got our window there. So now you don't see that tree in the background. We almost needed one more trailer that was solid, but this is easy enough to fix. All right, so then we have this. So we've got our little window there. All right, so let's see what else do we have. All right, so we also have in that die, this is a curtain. So I just cut the curtain out with the same DSP that I'm using on the card. So we're gonna put our tiny little curtain on here. It even has little tiny candy canes on it, which is so cute. It adds some texture to it. All right, so we're gonna put our curtain on our window, right in there. So cute. All right, so let's bring our other pieces over. So I wasn't sure how I wanted to do my curtains. I was like, well, do I put them on the side? So see, you could put them like on the side here, and then you would just trim them. But I decided just to put it on the front. All right, so then we need our wreath. So let's bring my grid sheet back over, or my silicone. So we have our cute little wreath, and look how stinking cute that is, a tiny little bow. All right, so we want to put our bow on there. So we don't need a whole lot of glue for that bow, that's for sure. A little bit of glue. And our bow. And I never give it enough time on the lives because I'm such a hurry to get it done. I'm always like picking it up too soon because you know you have to let it sit just a second. I mean, it's not going to be dried immediately. All right, so while that's drying, let's bring over this, and I'm just going to trim my posts because they should totally be dry by now. Okay. Let's see what else. We can, I'm trying to think what I'm going to be doing while my wreath is drying. We can put this on here. So this is going to go on here. Now I'm going to put my adhesive on here instead, just because I have so much going on here texture-wise. I don't want to turn it upside down and squish it in order to glue it. So I just put my glue on there instead. As long as you don't go too close to the edge where your glue will show, it's fine to glue this way. All right, and just tap, tap, tap. So it's glued, all right, so that's good, good. Let's see, we could probably put it on our card. So again, I'm just gonna put the glue on the card. I'm just making sure I stay in. Don't do right to the edge. All right. So the front of our card. So cute. Let's do the inside. Special delivery. So either Santa is in the trailer ready to make his delivery, or maybe Santa brought you a new trailer. Do you like to camp? It's just so fun. It's a cute scene, no matter how you want to decipher it. All right, so let's take our little wreath. Now we could put our wreath different places. We could put the wreath in front of the window. That's kind of cute. I also did a fun little banner. So we could put the banner like that, but then it would be in front of the door. You could even put multiple banners along the lights. Wouldn't that be cute? Extra festive? That would be really fun. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my wreath in front of the door. put my banner in front of the window. That way it's the same as the one that I had done earlier. But it's fun that you could, you know, put it anywhere you want. Alright, so there's that. I'm just snugging it up into that snow, so the snow is even more on top of that wreath. Alright, so we have our cute little banner. These are cute little teeth too, if you'd like to make monster cards. These make fun little teeth. Alright. I know, I love the banners. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we have our little banner. And we'll just stick it on the card. So again, just kind of use your pick tool and not your fingers to hold that glue down so that you're not messing with that snow too much. So I think that should be good for now. All right, so I've got to still put my greeting. I think that's good. All right, so let's put my greeting. So we have our cute little, you make this season jolly. So I'm going to put that on with dimensionals. And let's see where I'm going to put it on this card, because it will depend on what scenery is going on. That's me anyways, where I put my greeting. So I think I'm going to put it there. So it's going to straddle that post on the one end. Alright, so you make this season jolly. And then it looks like the candy canes coming out of it. So that's super cute. Alright, so now for the piece de resistance, let's put our bling. Alright, let's see. So the bling has adhesive already, so I'm just going to put this on here so I don't forget. Alright, so I'm going to use these fun adhesive back stars. Now I used these before on the card the other day, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to use them again because they're super cute and they go with this bundle. So push to get them off of there. So we're just going to put a few of the stars around. I'm just using the big stars, and I'm actually going to cover up that star that's already on the cardstock or on the DSP. So there we have some pretty little stars. See them? They're blinging, the trailer's blinging, but we need more bling. We can't have black lights, right? Unless you're looking for scorpions in the nighttime, then you need a black light. But not for a Christmas card. We need to have some pretty little lights. So that's where the fine sparkle adhesive backed gems come in. So I'm just going to pick colors from here. So I'm going to go with the big ones because they cover these perfectly if you use the big ones. So I'm just kind of going, every other one is going to be a different color because I'm anal like that when I do my lights on the tree. So I'm assuming that I would not be any different if I was out in the woods. Alright, so we have that. Alright, so that would be that one, because there's one right there. We can still see it. So you just kind of have to snug it in so that it's on there. Alright, so let's grab a red one now. So we go red, blue. I'm just saying, I know I'm not naming them the real colors that they are, but just so my mind is doing it properly. Alright, red. But look how cute this makes the card. It is so fun. Now who would you give this to? Because this, if you gave this to somebody, they would be an extra special person, I think. Just because, well, for one, it's a Slimline, so you probably would put your Christmas letter in, because I'm assuming that you don't give everybody a Christmas letter. You would probably, you know, your mailman wouldn't necessarily care what you did during the year. So anyways, but look how cute. So see how everything shines? You can see these lights shining. So here's the one I did earlier, so we can kind of compare. I love doing that, especially with this DSP, because look at the difference in the cards. I mean, it's the same card in the front, but you see different things in the background, like different mountains and things like that. Look at, there's trees on this one where they're not over here. They're a different one. This has got this fun pink kind of tree that is adorable. So this DSP is super fun. And then the inside. So super cute. I did this green on the front and that one Poppy Parade. So they're different in that regards. But otherwise, it's the same little card. I haven't decided if I'm going to put Santa on the inside yet. I don't know, but he's all cut, ready to go, whether I decide to or not. So anyways, all right, so let me turn. I can say see you later, alligator. So did you like that? That is super fun. Oh my gosh. I was like, I have to do that trailer, and then it just all came together, and then when I did the snow, it just makes it even more cute. So you definitely want to get that. And what did I call it? It is called Snowfall Accents Puff Paint. Now we also have, as I go off camera here, we also have Pearlized Enamel Effects Basics, and that's a 3 bottle. That also the Pearlized. And that's a three pack, right? So you have the red, the gray, and the white. So those are a little bit different. You don't heat those up. So they look the same, right? They're kind of in the same bottle. Just so you know, if you get the one with the 3, that's just, they just dry over time, and then it's like an embellishment. So it's different than the puff ones. So just, I don't want you getting confused because it kind of looks the same. So anyways, all right, so that should do me for today. I will see you Friday for my die shorts at 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. Let me know if you have any questions, all right? Thanks, see you later.